So much sand. I mean, it's uncanny. It's in every crevice. And I mean every, except my mouth, of course. I can speak.
How lovely for you. Just shut up already.
I'm sorry, I can't. Where are you?
Behind you.
Well, I can't see you, but you sound put out.
'Cause I've heard enough.
But I just got here. I said I just got here.
You're not the first, nor the last, I imagine. Yesterday it was Madonna, just stood there in the middle of the fucking sand.
I do hear that she's not very nice.
High maintenance.
As expected.
You all are.
Who?
You. You all. You all who bury yourselves in this bloody sand and tell me all your troubles. Do I look like your therapist?
Well, I don't know, dear. I can't see you.
Don't call me that.
Okay. So, what should I call you? Well, what's your role?
Usher.
What, like in a theatre?
Yeah.
So, where are you to take me?
I don't know.
Well, that's no good.
That's exactly what I've been telling her. That's exactly... But does she listen? I feel like I'm underwater.
Oh, water.
Fuck.
What?
I wasn't supposed to. It's the one thing that I'm not allowed to...
I could use some water. Do you think you could get...
Stop it. Look, you're not really in sand, okay? Okay?
I'm not?
No. Please, just...
But I'm terribly thirsty.
No, you're not.
Please, Usher.
Laura! Laura!
Hey, what's up?
She's doing a thing again.
Julie.
Margot.
Whatever. Look, you've got to stop. You can't keep doing this. We talked about it, remember? Remember?
But she said water.
She made me.
Well, nobody made you, dear. It's just gushing out of you with every opportunity.
Are you trying to? Are you trying to make this...
Come.
Yes.
Closer. Just say the lines.
I am saying the lines.
Is there water in the lines?
No.
Just say the lines. Don't make it difficult.
Laura, could you get us a glass of water?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I've got to do a fold.
A what?
I'm baking. Sourdough.
Sam?
You know I can't. You know, you should be here, not faffing about with dough.
You're doing just fine.
Listen, there is a woman sat on the sand, counting, trying to count the granules, because this is all she can do right now. And she's not looking up. And she should be, because...
I remember we buried each other in sand. That was, well, I was maybe 13. I didn't enjoy the sand, like wet sand all over my body, rough grains in places where I remember the unburying more. Because the game was, you lie there very still, and the boys, or Ben, really, that's who I cared about, Ben, and whoever, would very carefully brush away the sand right next to my body, trying to uncover me without touching. Because if he touched, I was to explode out of it in a flurry of sand. The truth is, I didn't explode right away. I gave him 2 or 3 nice brushes against my fingers and sometimes my waist.
It's not... These are not the lines. This is so... I don't think this show is ever going on. I mean, how long have we been here?
Weeks? Months?
Years?
Oh, it just feels like it. It's just waiting's hard.
Not for Laura.
No. Things might be easier for Laura.
Why? It isn't fair. It isn't. But she doesn't get to have the... What do you call it?
Hyper-ovulation.
I call it period hell.
I know, dear, but You can act. Laura thinks she can.
And what good is acting if nobody is here to see it?
Oh, that's not what...
So she's sat there, counting the sand grains, and she's as thirsty as she's ever been. She doesn't think, in fact, she can't think. But if she thought, she'd think, this is it. And still, she won't look up.
You'll see, they'll come okay, the people. So let's just run through our lines. You really have to imagine you're there. It does help.
I don't have a good imagination.
Oh, rubbish. Let's start with when you tell me you're an usher.
I'm an usher.
What? Like in a theatre?
Yes,
So where are you to take me?
on a journey.
Oh, but I can't move.
You can, but you have to want it. Like, what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to do but are too afraid to?
Sing.
No.
Sometimes I think the walls are screaming at me. Just many little mouths, but they're so loud, so loud. And even at night. Has that happened to you or anything like that?
No. You were supposed to say bungee jumping. That's what it was. That's what you're afraid of always doing.
Laura?
Yeah?
Laura, what was the name of that song you played yesterday? And I said it was beautiful.
Are you messing with the script again?
Look, I can't help it if it's shit. I'm sorry, darling, but it is.
Look, I don't pretend to be a writer, okay? But you all agreed. You all agreed your roles and I agreed mine. And that is the only way that this can work, okay?
It's a bit harsh, that.
Well, you're upsetting my yeast.
Oh, darling, yeast's not a good thing. You know, the more sugar you
My
have.
sourdough yeast, Margot, okay? You know, if you keep doing this, the walls are going to scream at you again.
Oh, just fuck off, darling. Back to your bread.
You tell her about that too. The walls.
Once, in a very low moment. I've regretted it since.
You tell me things all the time. I mean, you mess with the script to tell me all sorts of things.
Someone has to fill the silence.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I quite enjoy the silence.
I'm afraid of bungee jumping.
Okay. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Now, imagine you're walking on green grass, barefoot. It's wet with dew. It's a summer morning, a perfect summer morning. And you stop and you curl your toes in the grass because it feels good. And as you curl and uncurl them, you can see that they're actually really claws. Do you see it?
Yes.
Now the wind is rising. You feel it in your feathers and you're covered in them. What colour are they?
White.
You're on the edge of the cliff. Below is a green valley dappled in early sun. Stretch out your wings. Feel how strong they are. Feel how the wind lifts them. Now take off. Leave the grass. You'll feel it soon enough. Do you feel it?
Yes.
We were meant to fly. All dreams are true. All dreams are... There is nothing for it. Nothing for it but to lie down in the sand and slowly bury yourself in the grains. And it is possible that now, actually now...
I flew. I really flew. Do you know how it is to feel weightless, to float, the lack of any kind of restriction? But how naked I felt with it all, how scared, how my stomach churned and tightened, and yet
What?
just I wouldn't wish it away. Some things are worth being naked for.
You're going off the script again.
Oh, you went off script a long time ago.
No. It's the first time we've got this far.
The first time we left the desert.
You left.
Yes. Well, Laura would be pleased.
She'd be more pleased if her bread turns out.
Why haven't we ever swapped roles?
'Cause I'm the usher.
No, you've lost me.
I am the usher. The real meaning, the doorkeeper. I open doors for others. I can do that. It's my job, my role.
Have I ever told you about this bus tour we took in Yorkshire Dales when you were little?
Not another one of your stories. I thought we were just getting on with the fucking script.
Well, it's true. Just one more story. It's a short one.
Fine.
So we were on the tour bus and you were probably, oh, I don't know, you were really little, 4, I'd say. And the tour guide, he was quite informative, history, birds, you know, but it wasn't very interesting for a 4-year-old. So
Laura there.
of course.
Of course.
Well, you two were inseparable there. I couldn't take just one of you anywhere.
Was she interested?
She was asleep for most of it. But you seemed to be paying attention. But it took me a bit of time to figure out it was the microphone you were after. In fact, I only figured it out after we made a loose stop. And when we came back, you went straight for it. You took it into your little hands and you broke out in song.
What song was it?
Over the Rainbow, I think. So I didn't know what to do. I was both embarrassed and proud. But the people loved it. So the rest of the way, you entertained the whole bus with your songs. You always loved singing, you did.
Let's get back to the script.
I think that's the end of it.
What?
There is no more script. We finished it.
No.
It could use a song. Don't you love it when a play ends with a song?
No. When has a play ever... I mean, and this is not a musical. You know I can't.
Do I? Can't and won't are not the same thing. I'm going to check on that bread that Laura's baking.
Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? It is only lying there, buried in sand, that she looks. She looks up at the sky and she sees that the clouds have gathered and the rain, thirst-quenching rain, begins to fall.